Are you sick of trying to find that flawless gift? Braving the lunacy on Black Friday? Have I got a holiday hack for you? Hi, I'm Corbie Mitleid, and this is the Psychic Yellow Brick Road. The world is changing, and life doesn't have the spark it used to. So we look around and ask, where do I need to go to catch the magic again? You've found it. Welcome to the Psychic Yellow Brick Road, a weekly podcast that delves into the intuitive world, metaphysics, life purpose, and how to connect with the compassion of spirituality. I'm Corbie Mitleid, and I've been on the Psychic Yellow Brick Road for 50 years. I'm a certified tarot master, past life specialist, psychic medium, channel, and author. And most importantly, I'm an elder in the field, ready to pass on everything I've discovered to you. So let's hit that Psychic Yellow Brick Road where you can find the real wizards and avoid the flying monkeys. Giving a gift of spirit and love. I don't know if you've noticed, but these days Santa Claus is hip-checking the zombie contingent and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man off the shelves every October. It used to be that the world stayed black and orange and yellow until Turkey Day, and then, boom! Overnight, the world would turn red and green. Not anymore. This year, I saw my first Christmas display by October 10th. And we have corporate America to thank for that. The holy trinity of presents, parties, and poinsettias are on everybody's mind once the kids are back in school and the daylight hours get shorter. On top of that, presents are no longer simple things. Unfortunately, spiritual awakening is not at the top of most people's wish lists. There are high-tech games and the latest cell phone and more bling than you can possibly wear at once without blinding your neighbors. It's about designer bags and three-figure gift cards and who gets more goodies under the tree or around the menorah. And it starts when the kids are still in single digits. Your kids have to have every educational toy and advantage, so Muffin and Binky down the block don't beat them out for ahead of the class in pre-kindergarten. Gift giving is now gaming your friends and business people. Folks often agonize unnecessarily about giving the right things. Will the recipient like it? Is it expensive enough? Showy enough? Does it make me look like I care or like I didn't give it enough thought? If giving is supposed to be something joyous, what's the point of having such heartburn about it that first you buy the present and then you buy the antacid? Can we, take a break here? Because giving the gift of spirit and love trumps anything that you can find in even the priciest emporiums. Like the homogenization of brick and mortar stores today, the usual gamut of presents has a sameness to it that's hard to deny. If you want to be unique, if you want to give something that really means something, you've got to go a different route. And it's not that hard because you have a closet full of gifts already wrapped and ready to go. You do. No, nobody's been doing your personal shopping for you. Get your head out of ordinary thinking. These special wonders are never untimely, out of season, too big, or too small. They are specific gifts that only you can give. And they do double duty as blessings to you as well as to those who receive them. Because in giving them, you can't help but touch your own life with grace. These are what are known as spiritual gifts. Some are for individuals and some are for groups of people. But think of them as literal gifts from the spirit of love, giving, and sharing. Stumped? No surprise. These days, we're taught that unless there is a monetary price tag on something, it isn't real. But here are some examples to get you thinking, both as gifts to individuals and to groups you care about. They'll put the spotlight on the specific talents that let you shine and give you joy to use. Giving a gift of spirit and love means you have it handled. So let's look at what they are. The gift of teaching. Everyone has something that they're good at. People shake their heads and say, man, Roger can stick his head in the refrigerator, pick 6 ingredients, and whip up a fabulous meal. Or, When there's something to be designed, you can count on Carol to think outside the box and come up with a perfect solution. And be it visually, vocally, or by example, your own particular talent just might help others reach a new level of learning about themselves, the world around them, or the world within. What do you have to teach that's special? Can you give someone a new tool or trade, or spark an interest by sharing your knowledge? Can you help someone make their lives that little bit easier with a few new ideas? Remember the example of Annie Sullivan and Helen Keller. Annie's dedication to teaching gave Helen the world after so many years in darkness. You too may have wonders to teach. Go find out. The gift of encouragement. I've often said that I believe in you trumps even I love you for the most important words in the world. You may have a knack for calling forth the best from others, helping them to be more aware of their own truths and paths. When they're discouraged or downhearted, you can bolster them up and lovingly challenge them to see and set their life's goals. Having this kind of encouragement can mean the world. Take some time to write a letter to those on your gift list who need encouragement, because having concrete words to hold on to in dark times, it can be miraculous. Reach out to your elders, to the homebound, or those challenged in some way, physically, mentally, emotionally, to young ones who need to know they matter in the world. Help people go beyond where they think they can go. Encouragement builds wings. The gift of time. It's the number one complaint of most people these days, not enough time. It's why people are chronically sleep deprived, chronically stressed. Time is worth its weight in anti-anxiety medication. If you have a little extra, or can make some, and offer it concretely, don't just say, I can do something for you if you need it, because we are trained by society not to ask for help. What can you do? Watch a pet so that your friend can go away for the weekend. Babysit. I guarantee new parents will bless you and find you an angel's halo for that one. Next time you're in the kitchen, make an extra casserole and give it to a working mom. Take the time to do someone's grocery shopping for them. And if you know nutrition and they don't, you can turn it into a learning experience as well. Even giving someone an extra hour or two can feel like $1 million when it's time to breathe, to relax, and to get their feet under them again. The gift of mercy. Mercy is an old-fashioned word, but desperately needed in these days of never good enough. This is the gift of those who emanate kindness and compassion, especially to the folks that the world may deem least deserving of it. If you're someone that deruffles feathers by merely walking into a room, this might just be your special gift. If it's directed at one person, it can be helping them find forgiveness, either for themselves or someone else. It can be giving comfort to someone grieving or in crisis at the end of their emotional rope. It can be brokering a peace between two discordant sides. It can even be big enough to give to groups. The gift can flower in many directions, from helping individuals to organizing programs of social needs. The world can seem so harsh and unforgiving these days. The gift of mercy is vital if we're to stem the tide and bring gentleness and understanding back into our lives. The gift of helping. Remember how I mentioned under time that we're taught never to ask for help, that we're supposed to give, not receive? Helping is a simple word that needs more exercise. There's not one of us that hasn't been immersed in an impossible situation, ready to give up, when one person stepped in quietly and unobtrusively, bringing order out of chaos. If you find yourself willing to offer assistance or relief from distress wherever it's needed, this gift is your specialty, and you're on to something precious. Use it to help organize volunteers, assistance projects, and social outreach programs, fundraising. On an individual level, weed a garden for someone whose arthritis no longer allows such work. Clean out a garage and organize a tag sale for someone who's moving. Paint someone's living room if they can't use a ladder. Offer to carpool the local kids, even if it's not your turn. Be that angel giver who pitches in to do whatever needs to be done, no matter how detailed or tedious. The gift of administration. You'll often hear me use the word administrivia when it comes to the details and background tasks that make something work. Yet that sort of thing isn't trivial at all, really. Without someone who knows how to be the spider at the middle of the day-to-day web, we all get tangled. You'll know this is your special gift when you are willing to take responsibility for managing an organization or program. That's not only the paperwork, but also being in charge of people, items, and tasks. It involves being able to put things together, tie up loose ends, and get things done. If you have special talents at financing, planning, organizing, problem solving, or delegating responsibilities, offer them to those programs and events that are important to you. Offer it to someone whose business desperately needs your expertise, but they can't afford to pay someone to do it. Your ability may take a marginal situation and make it a success. A close relative of this present is the gift of leadership. Leadership is not a common talent. Most people want to follow rather than lead. They want to be responsible for themselves alone, not bringing a group with them. They question whether they can be the point person in an enterprise, yet you may be known for setting a pattern for others by direction, instruction, guidance, encouragement, or example. If you're at the head of the pack in most groups or situations, if you routinely inspire others to reach for what matters, then this, my lion or lioness, is your special gift. When you know that a group, a fund drive, an event, a study circle, a team needs someone to march at the head of the line, then step up with grace and enthusiasm. Your gift may bring into fruition something that many people have searched for, but not been able to create themselves. And that's a whole bunch of presents in one big box, touching every single life involved. The gift of hospitality. We all know that person who can make a party out of a cold cup of coffee and a stale Twinkie. The one that always has room at the table or can make up a bed for the night on a moment's notice. Hospitality is your gift if you resonate with ensuring the comfort of others, or you have a knack for making people feel at ease or especially welcome. Remember that whole idea of don't ask? Sometimes folks we think are aloof or unfriendly are hungry for a welcome, but they can't express their need. Open your door and your heart to these people. That person at work that you got on your secret Santa slip? Give them a certificate for lunch with you, or a walk in the park, or a movie, or bring together friends or like-minded discoverers in your area on a regular basis. Whether your hospitality takes the form of a welcoming home space or the ability to include people wherever you go, it's a gift to be cherished beyond measure. So that's my list. Some of these presents are suitable for a single person giving, and some are for larger groups that you care about. But I hope you've noticed that these don't require a special occasion to be bestowed. And in the spirit of the season, it often doesn't even require a close relationship with the person you're gifting. But when you're debating whether to buy someone that 5th sweater or 12th pair of earrings, when you're standing lost in the middle of a department store because nothing feels right, when you look at the calendar and realize someone's special day is approaching way too fast, go to your inner closet and check out those gifts. Giving the gifts of spirit and love means seeing if there isn't one that will be just right for the occasion. Guaranteed that no matter what you choose to give, the recipient won't have one just like it and will cherish it because it's from your heart. I've been guiding friends and clients since 1973. I love showing you opportunities and how to grab them, where the tough stuff is and how to get through it, and handing you your toolbox through tarot and oracle cards, past life exploration, spirit guides and angelic conferences, and mediumship. My website, CorbieMitleid.com, is full of articles, blogs, where to find me for live appearances, and where to listen to me as I guest on other podcasts. There's a full menu of readings, from short burning questions all the way up to the jewel in the crown, my soul plan readings, which are based on the work I did with Robert Schwartz. Whether it's general questions about your life in practical terms, romance readings, business consultations, discovering your sentence of passion, or digging into that single challenge that has run through your life, you can find the appointment that's right for you. You know, your opinion matters a lot. So if you enjoy this, take a few minutes to leave a review. Word of mouth is key with podcasts, so share it with others. And if you really want to help make the magic happen, go find me at patreon.com. There's a tier called I Believe in You. And for just a couple of dollars a month, you can be an official roadie and help all the things I do. The podcast, the books, the classes, the videos, keep on coming. This has been Corbie Mitleid. And until next time, keep those ruby slippers polished, and I'll meet you on the psychic yellow brick road.